Bonjour, mon frères et sisters. Welcome back to the F1 23 Last to First World Championship. Now, if you did miss the previous race, for whatever reason, you make me very upset. But also do go and check it out, because you'll understand exactly where we are at in this championship. Who's leading, who's chasing, and many other things in between. Today, we're at the jewel in the Formula 1 calendar, the magic land of Monaco, where overtaking is historically absolutely impossible, but you never know. Who are we driving as today? Well, let's see what happened in qualifying. Qualifying time then, as Charles Leclerc, the hometown hero, through the mental streets of Monte Carlo, trying to emulate the Ferrari faithful that have had success here in... Oh, God! Good grief! Oh, no! Charles Leclerc's hit the wall at Rascasse. He's done exactly what Michael Schumacher did just over 17 years ago in 2006, parking it up, trying to secure pole, but that's not how it works, and unfortunately he's been left with earth all over his face. He's last for the Monaco Grand Prix, and rightly so, really. That was an absolutely shocking display. Who even knows why he jeopardised it, because he was in the running for pole. He was convincingly first during his lap, but in the end it's his teammate, Carlos Sainz, who gets the better of Max Verstappen in qualifying. Fantastic news for the Ferrari team, and even better news for the rest of the grid. Sergio Perez is slow. Not unusual. Anyway, look, the point is both Mercedes have outdone him. Hamilton just out-qualifying George Russell. In fact, there's close times everywhere, to be honest with you. There's such fine margins here in Monaco. Bottas, P7 as well. Great qualifying from him. As we look further down, Norris just missing out on the top 10 there. And, well, we're lost. We are lost. Look, honestly, there was time... I thought I had pole position secured and in the bag. And I saw a nice pastry shop at the edge of Rascasse, but unfortunately for me, they said no. They said no, and as a result, it only means one thing. We're lost. So Sunday, we're hoping for something super, and actually we do get it. There are loads of different strategies. We're planning on starting on the mediums, but lots of drivers opting for either the softs, or if you're an idiot, and George Russell, who has no teeth, you're starting on the hards. So what I'm trying to say is, there's another chance. 1 for 1 with Ferrari so far. Let's make it 2 for 2 then. 5 red lights in Monte Carlo. Go out now. And it's time for the last to first challenge around Monaco. And it's a scorching start. My goodness me. What an effort that is as we go down the inside of Zhou Guanyu. Up into P14 already. I thought we had damage as we tapped the back of the McLaren of Piastri, who would have sent us upside down. That would have sent us spinning wildly out of control. Guan Yu Zhou making us very uneasy. We dispatch of him at Casino Square and immediately up 6 positions. Make that more. Make that 8 positions down the inside at Mirabeau and looking for an avenue past Norris. The Monaco car park is just as busy as ever here. It's busier than Tesco's on a Saturday. Not sure why that specifically, but anyway, look, Norris is all out of shape. And through Portier, we are all over the back of him. We have some insane pace immediately. We showcased that in qualifying, dumping the battery, using the slipstream, and sending one down the inside at the Nouvelle chicane, up into P11, the fringes of points in just 1 lap of racing. My God, though, what a start it was. Let's have a look at it again from the perspective of Carlos Sainz here. He immediately holds down first place, but it's behind him where things get spicy. The 2 Mercedes fighting it out, and it's Russell who gets the better of his teammate. Alonso gets the better of Perez as well. Bottas remains P7, an incredible start from him. Fantastic effort as Sainz leads the field comfortably through Sector 1. But it was Tsunoda who caused this wonderful start for us. He almost goes into anti-stall. It's a shocker for the AlphaTauri man. After what was jubilation in Imola, it's disappointment down in the streets of Monaco. And it isn't anything other than pure pain for one man, Nico Hülkenberg, who I can confirm I have said his name wrong. But not only that, as we see him get underway here, well, Zhou does very well to get out of the way, but Hülkenberg gets blocked so badly. And after starting 17th, he drops down, and I can't believe I'm saying this, to plumb last. Heaps of havoc for the Haas team. He really should have Hulkenbarged them out of the way. Anyway, look, end of lap number 1 now. We've sent it on 9 cars. Let's try and make it 10 and get into the points in a very, very quick fashion. As through Anthony Nogues we go through the last corner, we dump the ERS, we go round the outside of Gasly through turn number 1. It is done. Points are already on the table. 1 singular point for Charles Leclerc at his home race. And on lap number 2, we've immediately staked our claim, sent our stamp through first class, and we've put it past 10 cars in unbelievably quick fashion. That start, we absolutely blitzed the field. I could not believe what kind of bite the tyres had and how much confidence we had to just find that gap round the outside. You would have thought surely it would have closed, but they were so focused on scrapping against each other that the opportunity was there for us to gobble up. And I'll tell you who else we're going to gobble up. Esteban Ocon down the inside into the Nouvelle chicane once again. P9 doubling the points, and Squeaky has returned for another jubilant moment. Lance Stroll is next. Sainz sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We aren't far off. We can't find an avenue past Stroll though, who defends expertly. Puts his car in all the right places to make life very difficult for us. At the moment, Bottas escaping in P7. A great effort from him as we send Stroll, well, spiralling downwards. Soon he will be, because into Mirabeau, we're going to send a filthy one. He does see us coming. It was too late, I'll be honest with you. But we do manage to get the move done. The FIA didn't see it, so guess what? Don't care, mate. DRS will be open on the Alfa Romeo of Valtteri Bottas at the end of the next lap. We are flying here in Monaco. And the inside was looking, well, tasty, but we don't taste that opportunity. But we will help ourselves for seconds very soon. Up the hill we go, cascading through Casino Square. And look at the grip we have. It's absolutely insane, even on mediums compared to softs. Bottas out of shape, squares off our line, but it doesn't matter. We're coming in like a freight train, and we are through into P7. 6 points to our name, and best believe we're going for more. Next target, the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. He's right there onto lap number 5 of the Monaco Grand Prix. What a magnificent marvel it's been so far. Long may it continue, and it will continue. Let's look through here into Portier. We're pushing Perez through the corner, pushing PP, and now we're going to extract the most out of our ERS. Gobble up the slipstream, use the big suck, send one down the inside into the Nouvelle chicane. There's contact as he holds the inside. I probably didn't give him enough room, but the FIA stewards forgot their guide dogs for this weekend. And as a result, P6 is ours, and the fastest lap is currently ours, might I add. We are flying round Monaco. Next target is Fernando Alonso, but he's off into another dimension currently. Our battle with Perez really put us out of touch, but it doesn't matter. On to lap number 6 through Portier, and we're just so quick. We're pushing Alonso through the corner as well. The pensioner having another soft spot, which isn't uncommon, as we use the slipstream, use the ERS. You know the move we're going to do. It's textbook, the Nouvelle chicane, and this time it's a much cleaner affair on our end. Probably pushed Alonso again too wide, but I literally don't care. We've got P5 to our name now. Double figures worth of points, and not only that, it's 10 points. Well, it's 11 points because we got fastest lap. I don't even know what's going on. There's so much action here at Monaco, which I can't believe I'm saying. The next target is Lewis Hamilton. And really, I smell so much blood in the water. I also need water. My God, my throat's dying. Hell, I've used the hydration station, and now it's time to dispatch of Lewis Hamilton, the most successful driver on the grid. One of the most successful in Formula 1 ever is about to be minced by Charles Leclerc into Mirabeau. We've seen this one before.
Nope.
Oh. Why do I even bother? Fine, didn't work the first time. Let's go for the second time. Slipstream being used to great effect. Diving to the inside of the Nouvelle chicane. And we've done it again. Gained another position at one of our favourite overtaking places this race, sending Hamilton back to fight his squabbles with his old teammate Fernando Alonso. And you know they are bestest of friends. So, P4 is ours now, and a podium is next up. Look at George Russell on the hards. There's no way he's keeping that position, but he defends really well. While the F1 23 AI, I must say, aren't perfect, they are too forgiving to say the least. when they do defend right, they get it very right, making it extremely difficult here at Monte Carlo when I'm charging on through to place the car in the middle of the track, to have the awareness, to give no quarter at all. So unless I want to make a senile dive, then that's the only way I'm getting past. So that's what I'll do. To the inside again. This time we leave loads of room. Lots of respect between myself and Russell. But in the end, it's Charles Leclerc that takes P3. A provisional podium in his hometown, on his streets. He will become king of these streets, surely, with the pace he's going at. Our next targets are Sainz and Max Verstappen. We're picking up positions thick and fast here in Monaco. Just like my cat. I mean, look at him. Look at him. The real question is that a cat or a whale?
I'll drop myself on your house one day, you...
Moving on then, end of lap number 9. We've been catching up steadily and we go very wide into Rascasse, but even so, the car's like a pendulum. You just have to have it swing in your favour around these streets, have the confidence to plant the power, to send the car through the corners, to dice with death at the barriers, to make the most of the pace that you might have. And we have done just that, from P20 to P3 already. And I sense it's going to get even better. End of lap number 10 then. And look how close we are to this man, Max Verstappen. We will box at the end of this lap onto the softs. But for now, it's time to take down the Dutchman. It's time to stamp our authority on the championship leader. He thinks he's got it easy. No, you don't, sunshine. You're going to be nicked by Charles Leclerc. You don't mess with him on his home streets. And into Mirabeau. It's time. Down the inside. We slide the rear out. But it's done. It is done. We pass Max Verstappen for the first time on merit on track. And it's at Monaco. We have pace in the bucket loads. In the tanker full. And we have sent it into P2. And there's surely no way we don't win this race. Making sure our vehicle's okay. I thought there was a bit of contact. Luckily, all is fine. All is fine. And we're pushing Sainz through the Nouvelle chicane. We have so much confidence now. We smell so much blood in the water. No shark is hungrier than Charles Leclerc. Unbelievable stuff. Ferrari are laughing here with a 1-2 potentially on the cards. But they've got to get the strategy right. And we know exactly how that's gone the past few times. Anyway, look. Into the pits we go with a cheeky slide. Can we get purple? A wonderful turn in. A gorgeous turn in. Now we need Ferrari to do the work. It's a little bit slow on one of the tyres. But it doesn't matter. We maintain our advantage over Max Verstappen. I'm squeaky and gassy. It sounds like me after a curry night, really. But a fantastic stop. We have to see where we thread out amongst the field. And as you can see, we are passed actually by a Haas of Magnussen. But he hasn't stopped yet. So we better get rid of him and dispatch of him quickly. But behind us is where it gets very interesting. Russell seems to have got ahead of Verstappen. And what a result that would be. That would really cut through his championship lead. But no, Verstappen's fighting back. The softs immediately firing up. And unfortunately, he's done it. He's done it. Why do I bother? Do you know what? Forget about Russell failing to do his one job. At the end of the day, we have a job to do, and that's to crush Verstappen's hopes and dreams. While he is actually catching up to us quite significantly, as we are stuck behind Magnussen, look at the traction we have. We're going to be side by side through the tunnel. There's no point even hyping this up, because you knew this was coming. Round the outside of the Nouvelle chicane, braking super late, managing to keep the car on the road. No warnings there for corner cutting, and we do get back P3 as Sainz comes into the pits. The gap was 12 seconds between him and Alonso. We gap people so quickly as we set the best middle sector of the race. Our primary objective now is to undercut our teammate and solidify first place. Here we go, through the final corner, onto the pit straight, which is actually not really a straight, but through we go. We're into the lead. We lead the Monaco Grand Prix. Unbelievable. And it's worse for our teammate. No, Sainz has been shafted by the undercuts. Russell had an extreme undercut on the mediums. He pitted earlier than everyone else off his hards, and seeing that they didn't work, it was visionary strategy from him. But for us and Verstappen, we've used the undercut to perfection, so much so Sainz has fallen by the wayside. In our land, it's Operation Crush the Opposition. It's an absolute masterclass from us in Monaco. Over the line, it's a 1 minute 11.4, a second quicker than what anyone else has done so far. Verstappen is having his gap extended all the time. That sounds filthy, but you know what? I don't care. This is the reality check he needs. He needs to understand who he's messing with. Charles Leclerc on his home streets, where in real life he has had no luck at all, but today he has oceans full of confidence. And as we go on to the next lap, as you can see, it's not a great first sector, but the middle sector was fantastic. Still having the grip on these new softs over the line. It's another fastest lap of the race, further extending our advantage. And I think we can take it nice and easy. Believe it or not, we were completely uncontested. End of lap number 15, we extended the gap by another second to Max Verstappen. And as you can see now, as we go through, the gap extending all the time onto lap number 18 now. Across the line we go, another second gained. And that was all she wrote. That was it. An unbelievable drive from us. So as long as we get through this final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix, we will have done it. And for the second time, we will have completed a last to first challenge. How we managed to get none achieved, I don't even know what words are anymore. I can't believe we've managed to do 2 of these, especially on Monaco, a track which is notoriously difficult to overtake at, and notoriously a track where you shouldn't be able to go from last to first. But somehow, we have conquered the rest of the opposition. We have sent them into the 5th dimension. It's an unbelievable showing from us. The gap over 10 seconds now. As you can see behind, Verstappen held down second convincingly. Russell held up Sainz and got his softs to wear out. Perez undercut Hamilton and Alonso and remained in P5. But look at this. Watch it. Soak it in. Soak in the majesty. The Monegasque has moved mountains to try and win his home race in real life. He's never done it before. But in F1 23, your winner is Charles Leclerc at the Monaco Grand Prix. He is the hometown hero. He wins for Ferrari, their second race win of the season. And Red Bull have been dethroned once again in this season. Driver of the day, an incredible showing, and what an invincible drive it was.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team will be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Pure joy and jubilation. Charles Leclerc, king of the streets of Monte Carlo, and his smile still actually makes me feel uneasy. But you know what? It doesn't matter. He is the winner. Invincible, untouchable. Verstappen could get nowhere near. Neither could this man, the toothless George Russell, who looks like an SCP. But really, all you can say is, what a drive. My goodness me. P1, 10.5 seconds ahead of our nearest competitor and fastest lap. In Baku it was close. Here, we were a different league. We just had so much pace and so much confidence. I don't even know what happened this race. The AI isn't even low, might I add. I'm still getting used to the game, but clearly I need to turn it up because that was ridiculous. There was no way I should have been able to do that. But so I did it anyway. I finished in under 25 minutes, which is a better record than my personal life. But anyway, down the field, Carlos Sainz will be kicking himself. Pole position down to 4th. After the undercuts completely screwed him over. Russell did well on his undercut to get P3 and get another podium this season. Perez undercutting Hamilton and Alonso. Well done to Bottas to keep his consistency up. I know we helped him out a lot in Imola, but he has kept up his good form since Baku to maintain another points finish. Balance is restored, meanwhile, as Nick De Vries and Logan Sargent are slow. And that's all you need to know. And there you go. The rampant Red Bull does in fact have chinks in their armour. It's a second win for Ferrari this season. And what a race it was at Monaco. Unbelievable pace and some scintillating moves from us. Let's hope we can continue that form as we head next, not too far away, at the Spanish Grand Prix. But before we end off, let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship standings. Max Verstappen is your championship leader still, extending his lead to 52 points after his, 7th podium of the season. George Russell stays on the podium again to get into the hundreds worth of points, but it's Leclerc, the big winner, who jumps up to 3rd place after an incredible result. Perez and Hamilton very close proximity to each other, Alonso trying to keep tabs. Other than that, no new drivers scoring points, but Bottas deadlifting Alfa Romeo's season. What an effort from him, it must be said. In the Constructors, Red Bull lead, but the gap is decreasing. Ferrari are closing in, and Mercedes aren't too far off either. It's a three-way fight for the title. We're only 7 races in, of course. Plenty of time to go for things to change. But at the moment, the 3 at the top seem untouchable. Who knows what magic will come along at Spain? Will there be any surprises? You'll just have to wait and see. Thank you very much for watching round number 7 of the F1 23 Last to First World Championship. What a corker it was, and if you did enjoy this absolutely astronomical event, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring my bell, because that will make doubly sure that you don't miss any rounds of the Last to First Championship and any uploads besides. Will the spectacle be just as shining in Spain? You'll have to wait and find out for yourself. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you soon.